Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here. Tired as fuck! But here with another video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling page, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below, subscribe, do whatever. Subscribe to my channels down below. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap that goddamn bell. And turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright. Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm tired as fuck. I've been tired like the last fucking few days. I don't know. Something wrong with me. I got COVID. I don't know what the fuck. I've been just, I can't stay awake for like hours, and then I'll be awake for maybe like 2, maybe 3 hours, and I'm like, but I don't know. Try and drink water to maybe stay awake, but I need coffee. God damn it! I need some caffeine, coffee, some tea, maybe some. I might make some tea. I don't know. It is what it is. But anyway, thank you all for watching on this late Sunday night, April the 11th, 2021. Well, Wrestlemania is now in the books. Night 2 just ended a little while ago. And to be honest with you, night 1, in my eyes, was the better show, because tonight kind of looked, except for the final match, them. Thanks for the dislike, motherfucker. Except for the main event between Edge and Daniel Bryan and Roman, which was the match of the night. Everything else was mediocre in my eyes, but it is what it is. And so another WrestleMania in the books. They got it off, even with the rain delay and a possible rain delay that was supposed to happen tonight, but it was pouring there earlier in the day. And thankfully for the WWE, it cleared up by the time night 2 started. That's it. So now WrestleMania is in the books, and a new era begins tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw from the new Thunderdome at the University of Southern Florida at the Youngling Center, or the Sundome, whatever you want to call it. So tomorrow night begins a new era, the Raw after WrestleMania. Should be some good stuff, maybe some surprises. But a lot of WrestleMania rematches this week, so get ready for that. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, if you didn't watch my night 1 video, go back a video and go watch it. And that's that. I didn't go live last night because I was fucking tired. I just wanted to do a quickie video before I passed out. I'm probably gonna pass out after this video, but that's it. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll have some coffee or something like that. I don't drink coffee, but I'm gonna try to stay awake for the next hour or 2, and then hit the hay and go to bed, and hopefully get up tomorrow morning and feel better. But it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the chat room's open, so come on in. We have a nice little chat. Not too long, but because I want to go to bed. I want to eat something. I want to grab something to drink besides like a water. I got water tonight, so no soda. I think the soda's been fucking up my body and fucking up my brain. So drinking a little bit of agua mineral. Hopefully I can stay awake for another hour or 2, but we'll see what happens with that. So come on in the chat, and we'll talk some WrestleMania and what's next for the WWE as we move on to their next pay-per-view, Backlash, on May the 16th, wherever that may be. Maybe from the new Thunderdome. Maybe with fans this time. I don't know. They pulled it up. WrestleMania. They pulled it off with fans, and it came up. It came up pretty well. Not great, but we'll see what happens now with the WWE and with the fans. If the fans gonna actually be in the in the Thunderdome with real fans, not the LED board fans, shit like that. But we'll see if fans will be coming back. I think the next event they'll try to get fans, probably be SummerSlam. wherever that may be. Maybe in Florida again, or maybe somewhere else. Who knows? But we got a long way to go before SummerSlam. We got 4 months away, so we'll see what happens with this fucking virus and everything like that. That's that. All right, so let's get to night number 2 of WrestleMania 37. And like I said, it was not great, but overall WrestleMania was okay. Not the greatest. They pulled it off with the fans, so big up to Vince. You still suck, but it is what it is, and that's that. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time. And righty then. I didn't watch the pre-show like always because I fell asleep. I was asleep up to like I missed like most of the beginning of WrestleMania. To be honest with you, I didn't wake up to like 9, a little after 9. So I caught most of the Sammy's match, and then I was watching the rest of the show, but I missed the opening match with the Fiend and Randy Orton, and then I missed the women's tag team match. So I had to like look it up and everything because I didn't feel like watching the match. And then I saw highlights, while watching the rest of WrestleMania. On my phone, I was like watching highlights of the first and second match, and then I was pissed. I mean, I was like, really? You're gonna start night 2 off like you did night 1, just with garbage? And then you have to have basically Roman save the show from other crap. It is what it is. So that's that. So we begin WrestleMania Night 2 with country music star Ashlyn Kraft in the ring with her acoustic twanger. That's acoustic guitar for you dumb people at home. Singing America the Beautiful. And we get the same video package we got last night. So that was all right. Nothing great. Country music sucks. But it is what it is. Yeah. So they have Baby Rexha last night, who did, I think, a pretty good job. And then they have this country music star singing America the Beautiful. But this was. All right, after that, we get the host of WrestleMania, Titus O'Neil, came out from catering, and Hulk Hogan, brother. They come out wearing matching pirate outfits, which I thought was kind of funny. When Hogan looked like a pirate, brother. That was funny. So, anyway, Titus says they look damn good. And then Hulk Hogan, brother, says it's a little hot inside the suit. Okay. Titus says there's 7 matches tonight, 5 of which are championship matches. So they better batter down the hatches, matey. And they joke around a little bit. It's like, oh, somebody's gonna walk the plank, brother. And they they're still booed. I mean, let it go. I mean, the man, if he could said the N-word, I mean, let it go. I mean, he's sorry for what he did. He apologized to most of the black roster on in WWE. They still think he's they still have their opinions about him, but excuse me, they still I mean, give Hogan a break. God damn. That's because he said the N-word, and his daughter Boogie Hogan is dating a black guy. It is what it is. I mean, come on. He's getting that big BC, you know what I mean? So that's what Bookie's getting, the BBC. Hogan, is allowing Brooke to, get the BBC, so be it. It is. That's all I mean. But you fans need to freaking lay off a legend in Hulk Hogan. Lay off. Bunch of fucking marks. But that's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. All right. So after that, we get to the first match of the night. which was Randy Orton and his voice taking on The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, with Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss, coming out with him. So Randy comes out in all white, white tights, not tighty whitey tights, he had stuff on it, stuff like that. I think he had his tattoo on it or some shit. So yeah, he comes to the ring and he almost slipped trying to mock Mandy Rose. That was kind of funny. So he comes out, he goes to pose on the rope and everything like that. And then the Fiend comes out, and we see him walking through a corridor. It's on fire, and looks like he's burnt all over. And then he magically turns into the original Fiend with no burns and everything like that. And then we see Alexa Bliss come out, and in her Firefly Funhouse getup, and there's a big giant Jack-in-a-Box outside the ring. She goes up to it, and she cranks the handle, like we get that Pop Goes the Weasel shit, and then the lid pops, and then we see the Fiend come out, as the regular Fiend. So I thought it was kind of cool, but it is what it is. So he pops out, and then he runs and jumps off the Jack-in-a-Box with a clothesline to Orton to start the match. And he slams Orton, starts laughing, and then snaps Randy's neck. Ugh. And then Orton's on all fours, and the Fiend runs for a punt kick, but Orton rolls out of the ring. Fiend goes after him. Randy lifts him, back suplex him on the announce desk. Said it didn't hit Byron Saxton. Damn. Or Michael Cole, because both of them suck. Anyway, so he back suplexes him on the announce desk, and then the Fiend just pops up, grabs Orton with the mandible claw. Orton tries to get away, struggles his way into the ring to break free, and then the Fiend gets on the apron. Randy hits the demon draping DDT, but once again the Fiend pops up because he like the announcer's like, he's indestructible. He can't hurt him. Anyway, Orton throws Wyatt into the big box, then hits another DDT, draping DDT. And then we see the Fiend slowly rising. Orton starts beating him up, but the Fiend's not even selling it. Just Bray Wyatt just stands there like boom, 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 boom. And then Bray Wyatt comes back with a clothesline, and then the body attack puts Randy down. Orton then sidesteps the Fiend, sends him out of the ring. Bray Wyatt gets on the apron. Orton kicks him a couple of times, then hits another draping DDT, the third one in a row. Well, not in a row, but the third one in the match. Orton looks for the Gilmore cutter, but the Fiend grabs him with the mandible claw once again. Then he grabs her for Sister Abigail. But then fire erupts from the ring post. I thought it was like Kane's coming out. What the hell's Kane got to do with this match? And then, the camera turns and we see Alexa Bliss as Sister Abigail Bliss, or evil Alexa Bliss, sitting on top of the Jack-in-a-Box. She's in all black. She has like a crown of thorns on her head and black goo, that black crap that Randy Orton's been spitting up. And, Alexa did that too. And then, so she's on top of the box and blood, this fake black blood is dripping all over her head. She looked like a freaking mess. And it distracts the Fiend, and the Fiend's like, what? The fans going, holy crap, holy shit. The fans are going nuts. We don't know what the hell's going on here. And after that, Orton spins the Fiend around. Boom! Gilmore cutter. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton and his voice picks up the win. Now, I thought the Fiend was going to win, but, the end Randy Orton, put him out for a little while. And that was that. So I gave the match 2 out of 5 stars. wasn't great. And I still don't understand why it was a one-on-one match. But it is what it is. Afterwards, Orton's gone. The Fiend gets to his feet, stares at Alexa Bliss, and then the lights start going out. And when they come back, both of them are gone. So I have no freaking clue where this is going. I thought this was going to be the blow-off match. This is going to be the final match between these guys. It looks like it's not going to happen. They might have the blow-off match either on Raw or it's going to be a Backlash. And nobody's going to care. Because really, the Fiend should have won this match. I don't know why you make him lose in 6 goddamn minutes. 6 goddamn minutes, and he loses. So basically, the burial of Bray Wyatt continues. Because you have him have Randy light him on fire, and then he comes back at Fastlane in this new look. His charred mask and looks like burnt Chucky from Child's Play 1. Just, weird. And then you have a match and make him lose. You turn him back to the original Fiend, and he's basically taking draping DDTs and getting punched, and he's no-selling it basically. And then you distract him with Alexa Bliss sort of turning on him. And then, next thing you know, Gilmore Cutter, and he loses. Basically, a burial. They buried him again. What is Vince's fascination with burying this guy? I don't know. I mean, did you just get rid of the Fiend character? It is just a waste of time. The whole Bray Wyatt character, just get rid of it. Another waste of time. Just turn him back into Husky Harris. Just turn him back to what he was. Because the Bray Wyatt character is come and gone. They give him the damn WWE title, and what happens? He loses to Cena. Well, I forgot who he lost it to, but he loses the goddamn belt. What happened? It's stupid. It's very stupid. This whole Bray Wyatt Fiend thing. That's a fucking burial. And I guess we're going to have to see what happens tomorrow night on Raw with this, Alexa Bliss Fiend situation. Did she turn on him? What's going on? And what's the payoff of this fucking thing? Is this storyline going to continue till Backlash where they finally end this thing? It was they just ended it like that. I don't know. It's utterly fucking stupid. That's all I gotta say about that. So I gave the match 2 out of 5 stars. Just a freaking burial of Bray Wyatt. Just a fucking burial. I'm happy Randy won, but because he stole my move. But and I didn't pick him to win. I wanted the Fiend to win. So, and by the way, my predictions were not so good. Not so good. I batted under 500 tonight. I went 3 and 4 for my predictions. I mean, last night I went undefeated. I got every prediction right. But tonight, whole new ball game, and that's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, so Randy Orton wins, and we'll see what happens with him tomorrow night on Raw. And that's that. All right, so after that, we go backstage. We see Titus and Hogan talk about the main event from last night, which was Sasha and Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, she plays with her hair. She won the match and wins the SmackDown Women's title. So they talk about that. And then Eazy-E, Eric Bischoff, comes in. That was kind of funny. But before they can talk, Bayley, don't give me a hug, comes in. Hello, ding dong, hello. She pops in and says she loves his podcast, but he can be on her show and get a real audience. And then Bischoff's like, well, I'd rather have Bianca Belair on my show. So Bailey says she would be a far better guest because she's a role model and she's been on both nights of WrestleMania. And then Hogan and Bishop are like, we gotta go. So they walk off, and then Titus puts the pirate hat on Bailey, and then he leaves to go back to catering. So yeah, I don't understand with the whole thing with Bailey tonight and last night. It was kind of corny. It was fine last night when she interrupted Michael Cole. That was the best thing about that. But what was the whole thing with Bailey on both nights? It made no sense. That's all I gotta say about that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. All right, then we get to match number 2 for the women's tag team belts. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler taking on Natalya and Tamina. Nothing great of this fucking match. I mean, it starts with Shayna and Natalya. They lock up. Natty locks in a side headlock. Shayna breaks free. They lock up again. Shayna slams her down. Then starts taunting her. Then they go to some mat wrestling. Natalya leapfrogs Shayna, attempts a hip toss. Shayna prevented it. Natty looks for the sharpshooter. But Shayna grabs the ropes, tags in Nia Jax. She comes in. She knocks Natty down. Is like, I want Tamina. So Tamina comes in, and basically Botchamania begins again. They headbutt each other, but they don't go down. Tamina ducks a lariat and forms Nia against the ropes, tags in Natalya. They double team Nia, hit a back body drop on her. I don't know how they did that, but okay. Shayna tags in, but they lift and suplex her as well. They start isolating her in the corner with some textbook tag team wrestling 101. Natalya then catapults Shayna into a super kick from Tamina for a near fall. But Shayna comes back with some offense on Natalya and destroys her with a knee to face. That's that. And they go to the outside. Tamina and Nia come to blows. Nia counts a body slam to land one of her own. Shayna bends Natalya's knee, tries to make her submit, and stomps on her ankle. Nia comes in, and they go to work on Natalya for a while. Nia comes back in, looks for a shoulder tackle, but Natalya sidesteps her, and Nia hits the ring post. And then Natalya hits a discus clothesline, but Nia comes back with a Samoan drop for a near fall. And then Natalya gets the hot tag to Tamina. Shayna Baszler comes in. Tamina goes to work on Shayna, hitting some lariats, a crossbody, and a dragon screw leg whip. She kicks Shayna again, knocks Nia off the apron. Shayna grabs her for the cure for the clutch, but Tamina powered out of it, hits a Samoan drop for all. Goes up top for the superfly splash, but Shayna hits her, then tags in Nia. Nia goes up top, grabs Tamina, but Natty runs in, helps her down, but Nia then jumps on both of them with a crossbody for a near fall. Then we're down to Nia and Tamina. And Nia starts talking some smack, cursing at her, because you can curse on pay-per-view. Tamina punches her, body slams her for a near fall. Tamina goes to the top rope, looking for the superfly splash again, but she missed. Nobody in the pool. And Natalya tags in, so the Shayna, but Natty knocks her off the apron. Natalya then drops Nia and locks in a sloppy sharpshooter, but Shayna grabbed her from behind with a cue for the clutch, and Natalya, basically she didn't really kind of tap. She kind of pissed up. So, sucks. So Nia and Shayna retain the women's, which sucks. I'm 0-2 for the night. So they retain the match. I gave 2 out of 5 stars. I guess they're gonna make either gonna have a rematch between these, or they're gonna actually maybe give it to either Dana Brooke and Mandy or Naomi and Lana, which will suck. And that's it, because the women's tag team belts are garbage. Garbage. They're garbage. And that's all I can say about that. And we move on from there. So, like I said, 0-2 for the night. So, Nia and Shayna retain, and we'll see where they go tomorrow night. And that's that. All right, then we see Sami Zayn come to the ring. He introduces his special guest Logan Paul, who gets completely booed out of the goddamn arena, the goddamn stadium. And so, but Sami says Logan is the only ally he has had in his massive. And then we see JBL come at ringside as a special guest commentator, which was nice. That's always nice to see JBL telling Michael Cole, "Shut up, Cole." Yeah, that was nice. So then we get to match number 3. Sami Zayn on with Logan Paul at ringside, just sat there like a freaking there we go, part 6,525,121. I don't know, I made that up. Match was all right, nothing great. Starts off with Sami running at Kevin. Kevin hits the pop-up powerbomb right away. I was like, well, this is gonna be over quick. But Sami rolls from the ring. Owens goes after him, looks to powerbomb, hit the pop-up powerbomb on the apron. But Sami grabs ropes and just stumbles into the ring. Kevin comes in, starts chopping at Sami before suplexing him into the top rope. Ow! As Logan Paul is concerned. Concerned for my little friend Sami. Idiots. And then Owens runs, clothesline Sami in the corner, hits a cannonball, goes up top, looks for a swanton, but Sami rolls to the apron. And then Owens gets down next to him. Sami kicks him and hits a bling buster. On the outside, Sami gets back in. Looks to get Owens counted out. Owens gets back in at 8. And Sami starts hitting some right hands. Again, hits him with some forearms. Then he lifts Kevin up, hits a Michinoku driver for a nail fall. Then he puts Kevin on the top rope and climbs up. Owens starts fighting back. They go back and forth, and then Owens headbutts Sami off. Then he hits a frog splash for a near fall. Then he looks for another pop-up powerbomb, but Sami lands on his feet, grabs him only for Owens to counter with an Ushikarushi. That's AJ Styles move if you don't know what that is. Owens looks for the package power driver. I was like, please hit it. God damn it, hit it. But as we all know, Vince won't let him use it. Fucking idiot. So Owens looks for the package power driver, but Sami breaks free, hits an exploded suplex into the turnbuckle. Ow. And Sami runs for the hell of a kick, but Owens moves out of the way. He looks for the stunner. Sami spins him around, hits the blue thunder bomb for a near fall. Sami then hits another second exploder into the corner. Then another one, followed by a bling buster for a near fall. So a lot of nice sequence there. They start beating the crap out of each other in the corner. Sami lifts him onto the top rope. Owens counters Sami with a fisherman superplex that he does, that awesome superplex he does on the top rope. Drags himself up on the ropes, clothesline Sami in the corner, then does it again. But Sami comes back with a hell of a kick out of nowhere. And then Owens collapses into Sami's arms into a like they did at NXT TakeOver Battleground in 2016. That was kind of nice. Sami puts him in the corner, lines off for another hell of a kick, but Owens caught him with a super kick. Then he hits another super kick. Then tells Sami, "You did this to yourself, Generico." Then he hits the stunner. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens picks up the win, and another victory over that Mexican luchador that steals orphans from Mexico. Oh, it's true. So he beats Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens beats Generico again. So match was all right. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. That was that. And afterwards, I marked out because after the match, Logan Paul gets up, gives him a standing ovation. And then he goes in the ring to check his little buddy, Sami. Then he turns to Owens and congratulates him on the win. Sami gets pissed. He's like, "Why are you thanking him? Get out of here." So he shows him. And Sami's like screaming at Kevin. He's like, "You conspire with the referee!" to get the win. He's like, "Oh, yeah." screaming at at the ref and screaming at Kevin. Like, you did it. You screwed me. It is what it is. Logan shows him down, and Sammy rolls out of the ring, and then he goes up the ramp. And then Logan Paul grabs Kevin's arm, raises it in the air, but Kevin's like, "Bitch, why you touch my arm?" And then the fans are like just waiting, they're like, "Please stun him, stun him, stun him, stun him." And Owens obliges, starts laughing. Then, boom, stuns that piece of living crap. Logan Paul lays him out. The fans go nuts. I loved it. Because Logan Paul's a piece of shit, and so is his brother. Fake ass wannabe boxer. Hope he gets knocked out by somebody soon. If it's not me, it'll be somebody else. It'll be Floyd Mayweather or somebody like that. But screw Logan Paul, screw Logan Paul, and screw Jake Paul as well. And any of you people that like these two dweebs, you need to get knocked the fuck out too. That's all I gotta say about that. Fuck the Paul brothers. Want to be big time YouTubers. Fuck them. That's all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say. That's basically all I gotta say. Fuck them. That's all I gotta say. All right. So yeah, so pretty decent match. Kevin Owens wins. So I got that right. So this is my first win of the night. And like I said, match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. All right, there we go. Backstage, we see Riddle on his scooter. Then he sees the Great Khali. And stops. And this segment was kind of... It was weird. Kind of funny. Not funny, but it was kind of weird. So anyways, like, Riddle's like, "Dude, bro, you're huge, dude." And he's like, and he asks how he finds clothes to... was like, "How do you fit inside those clothes, dude?" Then he tells Khali that he should open a shop that sells giant clothes, giant jewelry, and giant scooters. So Khali's like, the Great Khali just like stares at him like, "Boopy," All we needed was Grunge Singh to come out and translate. But anyway, Khali just stared at him. Riddle said, "Translate him." I was like, "Oh yeah, let's get Grunge now. Where is Grunge Singh? Where is he?" And then all of a sudden, "Fan, damn, you suck," comes out. It's like, "I got this." He says in order for them to corner the market, they need some branding. So he hands Riddle his RVD branded weed roller. Nice product placement there. And that's it. That was the segment. So it looks like RVD and Riddle about to smoke up a joint before the match. Maybe give it a Khali. I don't know. 3 weed smokers. I don't know if Khali smoke weed, but But wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, that was kind of freaking weird. But yeah, two weed smokers and a guy that talks about poopy. Poopy. Poopy puppy, poopy puppy. I am Great Khali. Poopy puppy. That's it. I still don't understand how the fucking Great Khali is in the Hall of Fame. All he did is win the world title once and beat the Undertaker a bunch of times, and that gets you a Hall of Fame, and that gets you into the Hall of Fame. Him and Beth fucking Phoenix should not be in the Hall of Fame. I still don't understand how Great Khali gets in before the Undertaker. That's slap in the face. And if Taker doesn't go in next year, I'm gonna be pissed. Taker should go in his hometown, because in goddamn Texas. He has to headline next year. And if he doesn't, something's wrong. I'm not going to care for the Hall of Fame anymore. I don't care who gets in. I will not care. If Taker does not go in next year as the headliner, I am not giving 2 flying you-know-whats about the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is a joke in itself. That's it. That's all I gotta say about it. So I gave that segment 2 out of 5 stars. Nothing right home about. Nobody cares. All right, then we get to, what is this, match number 4. Match number 4 for the United States title. Matt Riddle taking on Sheamus. Fella! This was an okay match, nothing great. Night 2 felt like most of it felt like SmackDown. Nothing great. I mean, it just felt like a freaking SmackDown house show, except for the main event. That's it. So anyway, match was all right. They go at it to start. Sheamus gets a headlock. Riddle shoots him off, but eats a shoulder tackle. Then Sheamus grabs Riddle's face and with the iron claw. Starts beating him up. Riddle comes back with some rights, some kicks, some chops. Sheamus comes back with a chop. Looks for a body slam. Riddle slides off. And then knocks in a 1922 sleeper. Sheamus backs him into the corner to break out of it. Then lands a backbreaker. But Riddle comes back Sheamus in the corner and starts hitting some forearms. So they go back and forth for a while. And Riddle attempts to kick. Sheamus catches the foot, holds him in the air. Riddle bends over the ropes with an armbar until the ref counted at it. Basically count him out. Almost counted to 5, but he's got 5! Counted at 4. Sheamus grabs Riddle on the apron, hits the clubbing blow. The clubbing blows on the apron. Then he brings him in the hard way with a suplex for a near fall. Goes to the top rope. Riddle leaps onto the top rope with him for a flipping overhead belly to belly, which is decent, not great. Both men are down. They get up. They go at it. Riddle gets the advantage. Hits a bicycle kick. Then a running forearm in the corner. Then an exploder and a senton. Then this one for a bro hammer for a near fall. Looks to go for the bro Derek. Sheamus counts and throws him to the apron. Riddle kicks Sheamus back. Flips into the ring, but gets caught with a huge knee for a near fall. And then Sheamus flips Riddle for Alabama Slam for another near fall. Riddle comes back, knocks Sheamus to the apron, goes after him, shoves Sheamus into the ring post, suplexes him on the apron with, I think, a German suplex. Ow. Then hits a springboard corkscrew, plank shot to Sheamus on the floor, brings him in the ring, hits the Broton for a near fall. Then he applies a reverse armbar. Sheamus escaped, starts beating up Riddle, puts him on the shoulders, takes him to the ropes. Riddle escapes, climbs up with Sheamus, but gets grabbed. Sheamus tried for the Irish Curse backbreaker from the top, or white noise from the top, but he kind of botched a little bit. He fell, but still he had him on his shoulders, hits the white noise anyway. Said he did not hit it from the top rope. Can't blame him. Sheamus goes up top, hits a flying knee for a near fall. Then he goes in the corner looking for the boog kick. Riddle rolls him up with a 1920 roll-up for a near fall. Then he looks for a springboard moonsault. Sheamus calling with the boog kick in midair. 1, 2, 3. We have a new United States champion in Sheamus. This is what it is. Sheamus is once again United States champion. I think he's a 2-time champ now. Didn't think he would win, so another loss on my record for that one. We see Riddle busted wide open. I think he got his lip cut. It's just busted open from his lip. It's just oozing blood. So we got blood, motherfuckers. So Sheamus wins the belt, and it looks like we're going to get a rematch on Raw tomorrow night because, Riddle just stared a hole into him. He's like, I'm getting the belt back tomorrow. Hopefully not, but I'd like to see Sheamus with a long United States title reign. I'm kind of bored the fuck with Riddle. And I like Matt Riddle, but, he's boring as fuck. But it is what it is. And that's it. So, match was all right. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And we will move on from there. All right, after that, we get a video of the game. Triple H on the side of a road holding a yellow case. Don't know what that was about. Then we see really Bad Bunny. Well, I can't say really Bad Bunny. I say pretty decent Bad Bunny. He walks up to Triple H. Triple H says he did a good job, amazing job last night. And to give him credit, I'll give this piece of shit credit. He shocked the fans, shocked me, with that Canadian destroyer on the outside of Morrison, and then the Doomsday crossbody off the top to finish him off. to finish Miz off, and then he won. So he's not so bad after all. He still sucks as a rapper, but as a wrestler, he's not that bad. That's it. So he hands him the case. So Bunny takes it, climbs atop the truck that he came out on last night, which was a pretty cool entrance. He opens the case, and it's a Triple H themed microphone inside. And we find out that Bad Bunny will be going on a world tour next year. Woo! So yeah, we'll see Bad Bunny at the Barclays Center. Yay! Bad Bunny at Madison Square Garden to a sold out crowd at Madison Square Garden. Yay! What the hell was this segment about? Just to give him a Triple H like microphone, just to promote his world tour next year. If it even happens. This fucking virus. Who knows? A lot of bands and a lot of performers are, canceling their tours for this year and then saying, well, we're just going to do it next year. So concerts are going to probably be coming back next year at certain capacities. You got to wear your mask, probably stand 6 feet apart. That ain't going to happen. So yeah. If I go see In This Moment on New Year's Day or Zakk Wylde or Ozzy, well, not Ozzy, but I'm going to be down in the front with a bunch of people around me. Freaking get nervous, because who knows who might have COVID. I'll run the risk. I don't give two shits. I miss New Year's Day. I miss freaking In This Moment. I miss Zakk Wylde. I want to be up front I want to go to a concert, be up front, headbang till my neck fucking snaps off. No, I want to go to another concert. I don't care who it is. Really, if it's In This Moment, I hope it's just In This Moment on New Year's Day, but because I miss them so much. But it's got with even if this fucking virus continues into next year, which it probably will. You run the risk of even if you have 20% capacity, 10 to 20% capacity at like a dingy bar or something like that. But most likely it'll probably be like Webster Hall or the Hammerstein Ballroom. You're gonna have like a couple hundred to a couple thousand fans there. Especially if you're at the Hammerstein Ballroom, if you're going to a concert at the Hammerstein, fans just lined up around you, and depending on the band, there may people just swaying back and forth, mosh pits galore. Nobody's gonna give a flying fuck about COVID. And you're gonna run the risk of somebody getting fucking COVID, even with your mask on. But like I said, I'll run the risk of getting this fucking virus. And if I do, it is what it is, and but at least I did it going to see a concert. That's all I gotta say about that. We'll get to Ash in a minute. That's it. Bad Bunny's going on next year. Nobody gives a fly fuck. And so I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. All right, after that, we set up for the Nigerian drum fight between Big E and Apollo Crews. We got Wale performing Feel the Power. Wasn't even that good. Didn't give 2 shits. So basically, we get to this match number 5 for the Intercontinental title. Basically, this was a no-holds-barred match with a bunch of Nigerian things. We had a gong, we had different types of Nigerian drums on the outside. Basically, a no-holds-barred street fight. That's what it was. Match itself was kind of nothing great. Bell rings. Both guys go out of the ring, grab some candlesticks. They go back and forth, beating the crap out of each other. Then Apollo gets out of the ring. Big E chases after him, cracks Apollo in the chest with the candlestick a bunch of times. But Apollo kicks it off his hand. Then he hits Big E with the candlestick. They go back inside. Apollo swings with the candlestick, but Big E ducks, tosses him to the apron. Then he spears Apollo through the ropes to the floor. It was kind of sick. Big E sends him inside. Then he takes the top off the steel steps, drags the bottom half over to the side of the ring. He gets on the apron, but Apollo lifts him, hits a Death Valley driver on the apron. Ow. Then he covers Big E in the ring for a near fall. Grabs the bottom half of the steps, drags him to the apron, places Big E on the steps, stands on the apron with the other half. To throw him in, he just took the damn thing with it, throwing on him, boom, hit him in the head. Big E rolls out, gets caught with a Uranagi on the steps, onto the steps on the floor. Ow. That had to hurt. Big E sits on the steps, starts screaming at Apollo that he's going to get everything he asks for. Then he gets a table, puts it in the ring, sets it up, but Apollo comes back and smashes him with a candlestick until it broke. Then he lays Big E on the table, goes up top for a frog splash, jumps off, but Big E moves and Apollo crashes through the table. And then Big E lifts Apollo, looks for the big ending, but before he can make the hits the big ending, but before he can make the pin, he's attacked by Davo Kato. Yeah, that guy from WWE Underground, that big guy who had a big, that big match with Braun Strowman. Yeah, that guy that Shane McMahon was praising and shit. Yeah, so Davo Kato comes in and attacks him, starts beating him down for a little bit, beats on Big E, then he hits a Samoan spike a la ooh, baga. Then a choke slam. Apollo just picks up the pieces. 1, 2, 3. We have a new Intercontinental Champion in Apollo Crews. I think this is his second or third reign as champion. Like I said, it was a surprise, but I was hoping Big E would win to end this damn feud. But I guess it's going to continue now that Apollo has Davo Kato as his bodyguard or whatever he's going to be. So Apollo wins the belt. Big's pissed, as always. And probably see a rematch on SmackDown or probably a Backlash. But I think Big E will get the belt back, or he's going to go after Roman or whoever wins the damn Universal title. And that's pretty much it. So match was all right. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we will move on from there. That's it. Oops, I hit the wrong button. All right, after that, we get highlights of the 2021 Hall of Fame ceremony. We see Molly Holly, RVD, you suck, the Great Khali, Eric Bischoff, Rich Herring, who got the Warrior Award, and Kane up on stage. And that was pretty nice. Then we see, did I miss something? I'm trying to find something. That's what it was. Okay, I think I missed, I wrote it down on my notes, but I don't see it. So anyway, so they're all on stage getting, good ovation from the crowd. And then Kane, lifts his arms and then he goes, and then fire erupts from the pirate ship, which I thought was pretty damn cool. That was fucking cool. And then there was a moment where the Bella Sluts came out. Bailey comes out with the Bella Sluts, and then the Bella Sluts start beating the crap out of Bailey. Didn't give two craps about that. So I guess we will move on. All right, then we get to match number 6 for the Raw Women's Championship. we had the lovely Rhea Ripley, who came out to My Brutality by Ash Costello of New Year's Day, who looked phenomenal with her band. And it wasn't a band, it was New Year's Day with Nick Misery and a band. It was basically New Year's Day singing My Brutality. Rhea Ripley comes out looking great. Performance was awesome, even though a lot of these fake ass fans, these fake ass New Year's Day fans, yeah, I'm talking to you people on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, fake ass fans, they said that something was wrong. Ash didn't sound her best. There's something wrong with her monitor. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was. I thought it was awesome. It came up pretty good. But all you fake fans saying that, Ash, it was bad, and Ash, didn't give her best. I think you're a bunch of fakes, a bunch of fake ass fucking fans, and that's all I gotta say about that. But it came out pretty well, in my eyes. That's just me saying it, because Ash Costello's my sweetheart. But it is what it is. All right. So after that, we get the champion Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka, except my dick. So Asuka comes out with a new mask. Looked pretty cool. That's that. This match was all right, not great. Not pretty good. They go back and forth. Asuka, Ripley, and Choco kicks the in out. Rhea rolls outside. Asuka goes outside and catches Ripley with a pop-up knee and rolls her back inside and starts beating the crap out of Ripley with a bunch of kicks to the back a couple of times. Goes for the ass attack. Rhea dodged it, kicks her in the back. Then she picks up Asuka, slams her, punches her on the mat with some right hands, and starts yelling at her. Then she applies a body scissors and starts slapping the back of Asuka's head a couple of times, like paint washing the back of her head. Fans are not liking it. I'm not liking it. Asuka up, Rhea kicks her. She slaps Asuka in the face again before lifting her and hitting some short arm lariats. Cat. Looks for a sidekick, but Asuka caught her foot, gets her in an ankle lock. Ripley goes over and manages to deadlift German suplex Asuka for a near fall. She starts beating Asuka in the corner. Lifts her on the turnbuckles, but Asuka elbows her back off. Then she goes up top, hits a missile. Both women go down. Excuse me. Asuka then hits a German suplex. Ripley rolls into the corner. Asuka hits the ass attack, then a bunch of kicks, then another ass attack for a near fall. Goes up top, but Asuka drop kicks Rhea off, and she collapses on the floor. I think Rhea did that. Rhea goes outside. Asuka kicks her from the apron. Ripley grabs her in an electric chair, slams her on the apron. Ow. Then they both get on the apron. Asuka hits a DDT on the floor. Ow. They get back in the ring. Asuka kicks Ripley, looks for the slimy knee, but Rhea catches the leg. She stomps Asuka over and over and over and over and over again. Then she applies the hanging sharpshooter. Asuka counts with the armbar. Rhea lifts her off the mat, throws her into the turnbuckle to break free. Asuka rolls to the apron. Rhea suplexes her back in for a near fall. Then they go back and forth with reversals. Then Asuka applies a bunch of submission moves. I think she tried to get in the Asuka lock. You stop that? Fucking cat. I'm gonna beat the fucking wrestling cat up. Asuka kicks Rhea, who holds her hands up and is like, come on! Asuka tries for a big kick. Rhea dodged it, hits the riptide. 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley is the new Raw Women's Champion. So I got that right. And once again, Asuka does not win at WrestleMania. I think this is like her second or third loss at WrestleMania. She lost to Charlotte. I think there's a couple other times she lost. I don't remember, but it is what it is. But Rhea Ripley is the new Women's Champion. And like I said, this is a new era because everybody's a new champion now. And basically that's it. So Rhea gets the win, and I'm happy for her. Sadly, Asuka's run as champion wasn't the greatest, but that's all I gotta say about that. So Rhea wins the match and the belt, and we'll see what happens with her next on Monday Night Raw. Probably a rematch, but we'll see. So I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right. After that, we go to the stage. We see Titus O'Neil and Hulk Hogan brother. Oh, this is what I kind of went over. I went over my notes with the Bella slots coming out and getting beat down. So anyway, I'll mention it anyway. They thank everyone for coming and watching around the world. And then Bayley comes out. Ding dong, hello. Mocks her for thanking everyone. She says they didn't thank her, and she asked for some pyro. Huh, that's not gonna happen. Bayley says she has been carrying Titus and Hogan on her back for 2 nights, as well as a bunch of has-been Hall of Famers. So that brings out the Bella sluts, who come out to interrupt Bayley, but she calls them twin idiots, which they are. Then she says John Cena isn't in the house tonight, and Nikki's like, what? Slap the microphone out of her hand, and then her and Brie just beat the living bejesus out of Bayley, throw her down the ramp, which did not sit well with the crowd. So yeah, I agree with the crowd booing the crap out of the Bella sluts. Boo the crap out of them. Nobody cares. I certainly don't. But it is what it is. And then afterwards, they pose with Hogan and Titus, and then go back to catering. It is what it is. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. And yeah, just the hype of the Bellas comeback tour coming up soon. Nobody gives a flying fuck. That's it. All right, after that debacle, we get to the main event for the Universal title. We had Daniel Bryan. Yes, he comes out first, and then Edge Stain comes out with basically the same gear he wore at WrestleMania 24. I think that was when he lost to. I think that's the one he lost to Taker. I could be wrong. So he comes out to a big pop. And then Roman Reigns, Mr. Cockfist himself, our tribal chief and the head of the table, the Universal Champion, comes out wearing a Samoan Ulafala, whatever he's wearing. Takes about 45 minutes to get to the ring. Just like The Undertaker. Comes out with, my name is Paul Heyman and Jey Uso. And so they finally get in the ring. This match was freaking epic. Match of the night. And, they start beating each other up. Bryan comes back, hits Roman, but gets thrown out of the ring, and Jey Uso hits a super kick on him, which is legal because a triple threat match, there is no disqualification. Then tosses Bryan into the ring steps. Roman throws Edge outside. Jey hits a super kick on him as well. Then Roman takes off takes the top off the announce table. Jey looks to drag Edge over, but Bryan comes flying through the ropes with a suicide dive to Roman. Edge then whips Jey into the steps, goes after Roman, slams Roman into the barricade, then the apron a bunch of times, then shoves him into the ring post. Goes around the ring, takes the top off the steel steps, drags Jey on top for an execution. Ow. So basically they had to take Jey out. As medical officials came out to check on Jey, they take him out. So everybody's down in the ring except for Paul Heyman, who's on the outside. Then they go at it, and this was just a long ass match. I'm not going to go into much of it. Like I said, I'm not going to go into much of it because I'm freaking hungry and I'm tired. It is what it is. I'm not that tired, but it's 12:38 at night. But I might go to bed at like maybe another hour or so, depending on how tired I am. But this was. So anyway, Roman drags the steel steps over to the announce table, carries Daniel onto them, power bombs Bryan through the announce table. Did not hit Michael Cole. Roman holds his arms out, starts taunting the fans. Come on, I'm the tribal chief. And then Edge spears him off the steps. Gets up slowly, gets Roman back in the ring, grabs a couple of steel chairs from the timekeeper's area, takes him in the ring, but Roman stands on the chair. He takes the chair, throws it out of the ring, looks for the guillotine choke, but Edge sends him into the ropes and applies a crossface and starts screaming at Roman to tap out. Then we see a leg of the steel chair has broke off, and Edge grabs and sticks it in Roman's mouth. Ugh, that was creepy. Yeah. So Roman looks like he's about to tap out. Bryan jumps in, grabs his hand, and then he applies the yes lock to Roman's right arm, while Edge still has him in the crossface with the left arm. So a double crossface. That was kind of cool. Bryan and Edge try to submit Roman, but start headbutting each other. Then Bryan grabs Edge's arms and starts stomping him, stomps his face over and over and over again. Then heads to the corner, does the yes chant. Goes for the Bazaki kick, the flying knee, but Edge hits a spear. Roman then looks for the Superman punch, but Edge ducked it, hits the ropes, connects with a big-time spear, and looked like he was about to win the match. But Bryan pulled the referee out of the ring. Edge is pissed. Goes to the outside, gets a chair, and hits Bryan in the back. Then puts Bryan in the ring, brings some chairs with him. So I was beating on Roman and Bryan with the chair over and over and over and over again. Then he puts Bryan's head on the steel chair, grabs the other chair, then puts it under Roman's head. Then he grabs a third chair, hits Bryan with the concerto. Then looks to hit Roman with the concerto, but Jey Uso comes back, starts beating on Edge. Jey looks to grab a chair, but Edge spears him. Then Edge lifts the chair, beats on Jey Uso with it over and over and over again until Roman hits a big-time spear. Then he puts Edge's head on the chair, smashes him with a concerto. Ow. Then he drags Edge's limp body, puts him on top of Daniel Bryan's limp body, and pins both of them 1, 2, 3 to retain the Universal title. The ending was great. So Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, retains the title and continues his long reign as champ since SummerSlam. And that was that. So that's it for WrestleMania. So I gave the match 4 out of 5 stars. So Roman is still the Tribal Chief. He's still the head of the table. But we'll see what happens on Friday Night SmackDown. And where Roman goes from here. I don't know, maybe a rematch at Backlash against Edge, maybe against Daniel again. I really don't want to see it. Rather Roman just go beat up the rest of the roster like Big E or maybe Cesaro. But we'll see what happens on Friday Night SmackDown. And that's basically all I got to say about that. So, pretty good. Like I said, pretty good match. I gave 4 out of 5 stars. But overall, night 2, not great. I gave night 2 6 out of 10 stars. If you didn't see my night 1 video, check it out after the video. I gave night 1 7. What did I give night 1? 6.5 or 7 out of 10 stars. I forget. But overall, not that bad of a WrestleMania. They pulled it off with the fans, and thanks for the dislike, motherfucker. And that's that. But still, it was all right. It was an okay show. And overall, I gave it 6.25 out of 10 stars. So another WrestleMania is in the books. And we are now 364 days away from next year's WrestleMania, WrestleMania 38 in Dallas at AT&T Stadium, which was the home of WrestleMania 32. So I think that should have a lot of fans, probably more than the fans we got tonight, which I think we got about 20 to 25,000 fans, which wasn't bad. No, not like the 80,000, 50,000 fans they wanted or the 80,000 fans they wanted, but still, they pulled it off. So big ups to Vince and company. You got it done, even with the rain delay. You got it done, and like I said, it wasn't that bad of a WrestleMania. Not that bad, but still not the best. But it is what it is. And now we begin a new era tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania, which is usually pretty damn good, full of surprises, a lot of WrestleMania rematches, the same thing on SmackDown. So we'll see what this new era brings with new champions. And that's all I gotta say about that. Maybe some surprises, like I said. Yeah, maybe some people from NXT come up. Maybe like, no, not him. Maybe Adam Cole, baby. Maybe Io Shirai. They could come up. Who knows? I hope not, because I think they still got a lot of things to do in NXT. But we'll see. And yeah, so that's what we got. We got to look forward to tomorrow night on Monday night after WrestleMania. There should be some good stuff. And that's it. As we start the road to the next pay-per-view, Backlash, on May the 16th. And that's that. And we move on from there. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So once again, night 1, I gave 7 out of 10 stars. Night 2, I gave 6 out of 10 stars. Overall, I gave WrestleMania 37 6.25 out of 10 stars. And we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. All right, we got somebody in the chat. So, thank you for coming on. A little bit late, but it's okay. Kavion Martin says night 1 was a 9 out of 10. I think you would. 9 out of 10. Tonight was 6.5 out of 10. I mean, that's your opinion. I personally, I think you're overrating night 1 because it started off really bad. Night 1 started off with Bobby Lashley beating Drew McIntyre. The opener was okay. It wasn't great. Bobby Lashley shockingly beating Drew McIntyre to retain the WWE title. And then after that, you had that terrible women's tag team turmoil match with Mandy slipping on the ramp, falling on her hot ass, and then Dana Brooke boobies coming out, Lana's boobies coming out, botches galore, and that was that. And then I think like the third match, I forgot what was after that. It wasn't that good. But then like the rest of the night was pretty good. Like from like match number 4 on, it was great. The main event was good. Sasha and Bianca put on a good show, good match. Thankfully Bianca won. AJ and Omos pick up the win over the New Day and win the Raw Tag Team belts. I thought it was an okay match, not great. How was that? Cesaro and Seth Rollins put on a pretty good match. Sadly Cesaro did not swing Seth Rollins 37 goddamn times, but he still got the win. Got his big WrestleMania moment. Hopefully they put him in Money in the Bank, and hopefully he wins Money in the Bank because I think he deserves it. And hopefully he cashes in and wins either the Universal title or the WWE title. That'll be the ultimate, but we'll see. What else? Yeah, but like the last, it goes to Cat. It goes to Wrestling Cat. Say hello to Suzu. Yeah, night 1 I thought was better than night 2, but giving it 9 out of 10 I think is a little bit too much. Just saying, not bashing you or anything, but I think it's a little bit overrating it just a little bit too much. I thought I gave it 7 out of 10, a solid 7. But like I said, you are entitled to your opinion. I'm not going to bash you for it. I just think you're overrating it just a tad. And your rating for night 2, 6.5. Okay, I'm kind of I'll agree with you on that. So I gave it 6.25. So it's between 6 and 6.5. It wasn't, night 2 wasn't great. Some of the matches were all right, not great, but still pretty decent night, and that's pretty much it. So thank you, Kavion, for coming in. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. And hopefully, if you're a newcomer, sub to my channel. And that's that. Tell your friends about the channel as well to get them to sub and wrap it up. And wrap. Shut up. Hurry up, Pete. Okay. I've been there for hours. I've not been here for hours. Kiss my ass. So anyway, I'm going to end this video. So once again, 6.25 out of 10 stars for WrestleMania Night 2. Overall, WrestleMania 37 gets a big, well, actually, Night 2 gets 6 out of 10 stars. But overall, WrestleMania gets 6.25 out of 10 stars. And we'll see what happens tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. And that's it. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on. WrestleMania 37 is in the books. And we'll see what happens from there. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. If you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. And I'm out. Peace, bitches.